Hey guys, welcome to my first speed build. I've never done one of these before and I'm not a professional builder, so let's just get into it. So, as it says, I did lose the footage from the very beginning of the build, but pretty much all I did was just make rooms that were almost identical to each other, or they are identical to each other, with their layout. The plan is that I'm going to be making this gameplay series in a bit, based on real life, sort of. Not really, but I had this idea that I wanted to make my boyfriend in The Sims, but with like 5 different versions of myself. Because I just thought that the traits that you can give them just, I couldn't quite embody like everything that I wanted to put in my own sim of myself. I got inspiration because me and my boyfriend did start playing together on his Xbox and we made each other. But I was like, you know what if I made this but with like 5 me's, how would that look? So the goal is going to be for him to complete the serial romantic aspiration with all of them, so then he can get the trait, the player trait, and then any interactions he has with other romantic interests, basically they won't get jealous. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much gonna be the premise for the gameplay I'm about to be posting soon. Sounds interesting, but that's what this build is for. So what I'm doing is just trying to find the layout of how I want it to be on the lot itself. It is an uneven amount of rooms, or I like to call them just apartments because it's kind of what they are, so that's kind of interesting. But that other structure is going to be, I guess you could say, Jarrett. My boyfriend's name is Jarrett. Like Jarrett's little Playboy mansion, you could say. his bachelor mansion. Like if you ever watched The Bachelor, they don't really have a mansion, but I just wanted to have them, like the rooms for the girls, for little me's, to be basic, because I did build another lot where they're kind of gonna be more upgraded, but that's for later. But I wanted them to be living more basic, and then for Jared's little bachelor mansion to be more fancy. And each of them has things that are more specific to each one. One of them has a cat, so that's why there's a cat tree in one of them. But I didn't want to take too much time decorating, since I wanted them to just be, like, for the first part of the gameplay to just be here, so that's why it's more basic. Also, I just have never really used custom content in all the years that I have played The Sims, surprisingly. But if you guys have advice on where to get good custom content, or like, where not to go to get it, bad links or whatever, that kind of stuff, so please comment, because I just have never really used it, but I really want to try it more. But here I am trying to figure out the finalized layout that I want for each room, and which windows to use, where I should put the stairs. I wasn't liking how it looked, especially for how I want to record it, so like the angles and everything. So I was trying to move everything around to get to be how I wanted it to be. Also, obviously this is my first video, also specifically a speed build video, but I was watching Jessica Pye's video. She's has an account dedicated to Sims 4 speed builds, and I swear she was able to talk through like the whole video, and these are like 30, 45, like an hour long videos. So I'm gonna try to explain as much as I can, but I might not be able to go for the whole time. But bear with me. Here I'm just kind of getting into more decorating. I did just leave those little window decorations because I thought they just looked kind of cool, so I just left them in that apartment. Here I am trying to configure the table into this apartment. Since the cat tree's there, I couldn't put the table in the same spot. So, making room for that. Trying to put up some artwork in there, decorate the place at least a bit. I'm not necessarily the best decorator, but like I said, I wanted them to be somewhat basic, so I didn't want to do too much. I know with other videos, they go all out with like the perfect cluttering of decorations and random items on top of desks and tables and the walls, but I definitely want to watch more videos and get some inspiration for the builds. Because even though I've been playing for years, I feel like I always kind of do the same things and haven't branched out too much in terms of building and doing other things that are not just base game. But you know, these packs are expensive. EA makes their Sims packs add up, so I know you know what I mean. I'm just adding a little shelf here on this one, or in this one, since I think this one's for like the more artistic one. Adding in some kitchen countertops. I realized later on that I never added sinks in the kitchens, but we'll fix that later. And then in this one, I just added a third countertop because this sim likes cooking, so just, you know, why not have a third one in there? You know, chef it up a bit more, have more space. For this part, I was thinking I wanted a little, you know, side table when you walk in, but I just was not liking the way it was looking. And plants always make everything better, you know, gotta liven up the space. Adding microwaves, because every place has to at least have a microwave, you know? They just make life so much easier. And then now I'm here, you get a little sneak peek of the family, little me's. I was trying to look over them to see what I should put in each room to make them more personalized once they move in. That one has a treadmill. That one has an easel. You can kind of start to see, you know, like what personality traits I put into these little versions of me. Gotta have a little welcome mat when you first walk in. Don't want to be tracking dirt into the house. If these were real, I'd have them make them put their shoes to the side anyways, so as soon as they walk in. No dirt and dust on the floor. It's just so much harder to clean, you know? But I can't say that I don't ever walk in without my shoe without taking my shoes off. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta run in real quick. But I like to kind of try not to, you know, have house shoes and also outside shoes. Anyways, here I am decorating some more. Like I said, I'm not a professional builder, decorator. I just have been putting things in their spots, trying to make it more personalized. Adding some lights because I did not like the other ones. They were just too clunky, too big, interfering with how it looks. Trying to look over the family again. I was getting in depth. Also, don't mind those other families in my gallery. I spend so much time trying to make families, and then I'll just save them when I'm halfway done. So that's why that one didn't have clothes. I don't know. I've never even finished that one, so. Putting some books down here. Trying to add some plant life, liven things up. Also, it has taken me so long to make and put out a video, you guys. It's just kind of nerve-wracking. Yes, keeping the bedroom simple because, you know, they're starting out basic. No need to get fancy yet. And that's just how I wanted them to start. And plus, like I said, to contrast with the mansion that you guys are about to see. So we got some instrumentals going on over here, some cat stuff, which I later also figured out, the kitten, because the kitten, I don't know if it just can't go upstairs or something, but it was having a hard time. So some of this stuff ended up getting moved. Trying to find some more stuff for their hobbies now, and I hated these blind options. This is why I want to get better at decorating. I don't even know why I put that up. But they're all just gonna kind of have open windows, you know? They trust each other. It's okay. They're gonna be looking into each other's rooms from across, you know? Put a little laptop and desk in this one. Like I said, liven things up with plants. Try to put a bookshelf in, but it's just not looking right in the room. And I put the books on the downstairs part anyways, so I just wanted a place for them to at least get books, though. And then more flowers, plants. I love livening things up and adding some color with some plants. It just makes the day better, you know? Seeing some cute little plant life. Okay, so I'm still adding in some things to the rooms, trying to figure out what I should put in so they can do their hobbies and do what I want them to do, you know? I did add this little scouting board in. I've honestly had never placed it, so I kind of just put it down because I wanted to know what it did once I started playing. But I removed that later on because I just don't even think I could interact with it with the Sims, so I still don't even know what it does or if it's just like for decoration, but it was in the activities tab. If anyone knows, please comment. What does that little scouting board do? That Sim has a cool guitar. That Sim has an acoustic guitar. Okay, now we're on to Jared's mansion. Yeah. So of course he's got to have a little gym. He likes working out, so you know how it must be. If this were little bachelor mansion, of course he'd have his own little personal gym. And then I decided I wanted it to be, I found these like glass roofs, so I was like, whoa, we need to make this place lit up. So I made it sort of into a sunroom gym, which I would love anyway, like if I had that. So put that in there. And then, you know, the girls can look in while he's working out. I think it's a pretty cool concept. Adding the windows. And then that room was just not it. The other one with the red carpet, I did not know what I was going to do with that yet. So I was focusing on the gym room first. Kind of got a little distracted with the exterior. I like that green, but I didn't want it to be on both of them, so just put it on one. And then I wanted the mansion to be like, have a rock exterior, just make it look cooler. And then initially I was going to just put a roof there, but I did not like how it was looking and I didn't want it to just be a flat roof, so plus I needed a bit more space, so I ended up just making it 2 floors, which you'll see later. And then trying to just figure out what I wanted to do for the outside of the gym. But I liked the lighter color windows first, or like kind of letting it blend in, rather than making it so bold and contrasted with that black that you saw. I wanted to maybe put a window on the downstairs part too, but the stairs were right there, so I didn't. Trying to make everything symmetrical, because that was kind of bothering me. Playing around with this some more. Okay, back to the gym. I'm surprised I left that other window the way it was earlier. It did not look symmetrical in the room. So this was a pre-made room, but I messed around with it a bit and obviously made it a lot bigger and added some more stuff. So there were some little trophies on the wall, but I thought that was kind of fitting, so I left those there. And I put the ones from the other room into the gym too. So I think I kind of got inspired by that red carpet too. You'll see later, like that room has a red theme. or balcony, like a little, yeah, upper balcony area. I saw that you could make it, like, make the wall and then make it into a fence, so I was trying to figure out which one I liked there. I feel like in real life this would be a very interesting layout for a place, but I'm liking it and it works for this. So that red carpet had to go as well. You'll see that going later. It's just so dark in there right now. I was thinking about making it the same inside, but no. Thank goodness the red carpet is gone. I was liking that look, but you'll see later I changed the walls again because it just needed to be, it needed a bit more character, you know? Putting some things, some hobby things up there. What are they called? I don't know, just a chess table and things to do if he brings one of them over to the mansion, you know, little date. Wanted them to grow some things, get a little green thumb in their room. Obviously can't have the dirt all over the carpet, so that's why I put a rug underneath. I just wanted to see what those looked like. Kind of skipping all over the place, goodness. Going back outside. Oh yeah, time for the plants. I was thinking like the outside just looks so bare, and you know what really makes a place is when it is flourishing with plant life and all decorated. So it was time. I was getting too nitpicky with the things on the inside, and I still just didn't know how I wanted to make the little bachelor mansion, so playing with some different plants, trying to decide what I liked, and I wanted it to go with the terrain, like the location as well, and figure out like what kind of plants would be in Oasis Springs. So I kind of based it off of that too, but I wanted it to be filled with plants because I want it to be like a little landscape trim, and then to have a path going from the entrance to the door of the mansion. So that's why it's kind of laid out the way it is. Of course, you have to add rocks. Gotta make it more lifelike. And, you know, I feel like every good landscape just has a strategically placed rock, you know? I was trying to decide how I should make the path. I initially was going to have it like this, where it had another little trim around it, but I didn't like how it wasn't centered with the door. And I just like the look of one cohesive path together. Gotta add that ground spray, you know? And I just wanted the plants to be surrounding each place. I wanted it to be flourishing and thriving with plant life in here. And I'm just using the move objects cheat to move those plants and be on top of each other. So nothing too crazy. Mostly went with aloes, those little cattail bushes, just a few lavenders, that big fern bush, I don't really know what that is, and then the pale yellow flowers, those ones that are kind of fillers, like filling it in the ground space. I just love how I just love the plants, and like I said, one of my favorite parts. Ooh, and of course you have to have cacti. It's Oasis Springs. And I liked those little plants, like not little, but those big plants. But they were so big, so that's why I just put them kind of on either side of the door, the grand entrance. Oh my goodness, I don't know how these people talk, like narrate the whole video. This is crazy. I might just have to narrate. I just narrate as I go when I'm filming the gameplay. I swear I'm kind of getting tired just like watching this. This is a nice like little video to go to sleep to or something. Has anyone ever watched a Sims 4 speed build video to go to sleep? I swear the music on some of them is like, they really are so relaxing. Hidden little cactus on the side. Alright, now getting back to this main little mansion room. I wanted it to be fancy, so I was going all out at first, but I just felt like the space was too small for all that, and I still wanted it to be usable, like utilitarian? No. I still wanted it to be practical, so as much as I wanted it to have a fancy little statue at first, just wasn't what I was going for quite yet. So now I'm making the kitchen just kind of a strip kitchen. I don't know, it's like just up against the one wall like the others, nothing too much. And then there's also going to be a dog, or two dogs actually, as part of the family, but I'm gonna have to add them in with cheats because then it makes it so there's too many family members. So lots of these things will happen once I get into live mode. So yeah, the fountain had to go. Just wanted there to be a normal dining area, especially because if he is going to bring one of the me's over, they want a place to eat, have a little dinner date. So try to make it kind of bachelor type. I don't know. I was just inspired by the Bachelorette shows, but I also wanted it to be like a home because this is where they live too. It's not full on game show, Maybe that's for another time. Also, I don't know why I was trying to put all those signs in there. That just didn't make sense. Thought maybe I wanted some art back there, but gotta find the right piece. And the right rug. Thought it would look cute if I put like a continuous rug for the kitchen. But then I just it wasn't cute anymore, so that's why I deleted it. And then I wanted to change the walls. So I just wanted it to have more character and be more like mansion-y. So I tried to make it look somewhat, I guess in a way older, more vintage, like vintage chic, not chic. Vintage rich, I don't know how to describe it. And I put this little accent table down and had to put some little vintage rich decor. Then bedroom up top, I wanted to keep it kind of simple as well. There's not too much space, even though I keep calling this a mansion. But I also realized there was no bathroom, so I figured that little corner could turn into a bathroom or something. And also, I love that little balcony, but I didn't know what to put on it yet. I'm not very good at putting things, like laying things out whenever there's just a small space. It does look cute in this though. Going back to the gym apparently. Oh yeah, I was realizing there just was not that much room, and I was like, Jarrett would need to have a place to game and like watch shows and stuff, because he has to have his Xbox. So I was like, you know what, he would just have it in the gym. Like, the perfect place for him to just do all the things he likes. So then, put a little gaming console, little cherry blossoms. In reality, those, like, just sitting on those poofs would be so uncomfortable after a while, especially if you're gaming. But, maybe I'll change it later, but for now, I kind of like just the look of it. Also, I want to start doing reviews on all the packs. And there's probably a lot out there, but I just always wanted to have all of the expansion packs, even though it would just cost so much money. There's just way too many, and I just want The Sims 5. But I've heard there's a new Sims like game coming out, like with Zoys or something like that. So we'll have to see about that. And also, like, I think I just have been spending too much time in the base game, and it's just like so boring after a while. So I just need to liven up the game a bit with something new, you know? I do have a few packs. You can see which ones I use in the description. But why does it have to just accumulate so much? Why, EA? So getting a little brighter in the bedroom. Adding some windows in for here. Thought it needed a little art, you know? I feel like I should have put it on the other wall. Also, in the other Sims house that we built together on his Xbox, he put a little night in the room that he made, so I decided to put a little night in here too, because it's something his sim would just have. I just know it. So now time to go back outside. We need some outdoor lighting to light up all of our beautiful plant life in the night. And I just felt like that little balcony area needed more to it, so adding more there as well. I thought maybe adding some things to the window would make it cooler, but only lights really look good, like, in that area, so I put up some of those little strung lights. Added some flowers, a telescope to look out in the night. And then I just thought that other space looked like not filled in enough, so I tried to add more plants. And then I just kind of went overboard with it. Oh, and apparently I didn't like that table. Or the lamp color. And I also removed the posters. Trying to make everything all even without having to move the windows. Wanted to add a rug to kind of, what's it called? Separate the space, I suppose, from the gym. Sorry, I'm running out of things to talk about. I'm kind of just like also watching the video, you know, like, what did I do? How did I build this? I forgot that the trash cans needed a space, so I added those just on the side. Moving the artwork around. I'm not like the greatest at building, so I feel like this just took me so long. Thank you guys for watching if you are still here. I hope you guys all are having a great day or have a great day. And also, I hope you're eating well and that you have someone out there who is kind to you today. And something that you can be thankful about today, because that always makes the days better. I was thinking about doing some more with the landscaping. I didn't know how I liked to look at that. This is one I just go all in, I think, with the plants. Yeah, just needed some more, you know. Can't go wrong with more plants. Just like a garden, you know. Also, I wanted that tile roofing for the mansion, so that's why it's different. The other ones just have regular roofing. And woohoo! Time for the tour. Enjoy. First up, we have Jared's mansion, followed by the gym. Ah, yes, quite lovely. You can also get an upper view of it. Then we have the outdoor space of the mansion, followed by the bedroom. But just ignore those little glitches, guys. This is a real house tour. Now we have the bedroom, followed by the bathroom, and the downstairs kitchen area, where the dog also eats. Next up we have the apartments, the first living room, the second, you got a little sneak peek of the cat there. You can tell she's kind of a cat lover, music lover. Here's a little sneak at the bathroom. The next one's a little artsy. Here we have the next apartment. Oh my gosh, guys, this tour, like, I'm loving this 3D modeling. Like, it's making me want to go into interior design and architecture. Like, if you get to use stuff that looks like this. And just like, you know, on Fixer Upper, when Joanna's showing them the house, like, I love it. About the next bedroom. Voila! Thank you guys so much for watching my first speed build. I hope you enjoyed, and please don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and to watch the magnificent gameplay that I am going to do for this lot. It is indeed going to be quite interesting. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.